Hello guys, we are back with another video. So today I just want to give you an update on how everything is going. But before I do that, please guys subscribe. We want to reach 1000 subscribers. So guys, I'm really counting on you. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. And for those who have subscribed, thank you for supporting and for subscribing. And yeah, please keep watching these videos till the end so that you can get the whole thing that I'm showing you. And that way, if you watch the whole video, then I get more view time. So that's what I'm looking at, and I'm really counting on you guys. Let's do this. Yeah, so guys, the onions, they are now at 3 weeks. So this is the third week they are in. Yeah, so they're still on vegetative stage. So at this point, we did apply the second basal fertilizer. We did the first one at the first week, and then this one we have applied now on the third week. So every after 2 weeks, I do apply fertilizer. Every after 2 weeks, fertilizer, depending on the stage that the onions are. We apply specific fertilizers, and there is actually only 2 fertilizers that I do apply. So the first fertilizer apply is a basal fertilizer, which is more for it's a foliar fertilizer. It's more for when the onion has reached the vegetative stage for beginning. So that's what I do apply there. And yeah, like I told you guys from the previous video, as you can see, there is mulching here. It's really looking good. So the best way to put mulching, actually, like from the previous video I told you, is you have to apply them when they are at 3 weeks. So you can see now the onion, have put the mulch on them. So this is actually 3 weeks now, and yeah, so it's looking good. But there are some which I did apply the mulching when they were very small. So some of it is there here, but yeah, so somehow they can be affected with the shade. So I will come in and just I'll come in and move the grass a bit from the onion. And if there are a lot of grass, because it was not me who applied, then I will have to remove some of the grass. You see, like this one here, there is an onion here. If you can see, I don't know if you can see it. There is an onion, it is buried. So this kind of things happen, and when this is buried like this, then it will affect the growth of this onion. So it will be in the shade of the mulching, and these are the things we don't want to actually have in your garden, because then you have some onions which are bigger and the other ones will not be that big, so that kind of things. Yeah, so this is 2 weeks old, and the other one is 3 weeks old. These other ones here, as you can see, there is a difference on how they are looking like. So this is a new field that if you have followed all my videos, so this is a new field that we just made. So things like this, you need to actually leave the onions a bit away from the grass, because we don't want the shade to be on the onions. And also I have to show you actually the tomatoes that we did plant. We planted the tomatoes But I've got a challenge. I've got a challenge on the on how they are actually holding up in the soil. So some of them died, and yeah, so we have to actually find new plants in those spaces. We have to move the tomatoes from those places where they are to another place that we can have intact lines of tomatoes, not whereby some which died and they leave a gap, so we don't need those gaps, so we have to cover those gaps up. And yeah, but I've also planted a new nursery for what is this? We have planted a new nursery. Yeah, for tomatoes. But let me take you there so that you can see how far they are. So these are the tomatoes I want to plant in these onions, so that we can show you how we can actually do both tomatoes and onions in one bed. So yeah, so here they are. So they have germinated, as you can see. They have germinated here. So actually I have to remove the grass, that they can just be on themselves. There they are. You can see those lines here. So yeah, so this is a very guys. So it's amazing, but yo man, there was fire here. As you can see, the bush is bent, and I was not there. There was only one guy who was here who helped me to actually stop the fire from that side there. Otherwise the onions would have been bent. These other ones, they were bent totally. Look how they are looking like. Oh, there's a frog here. Look at the frog. Yo, yeah, so look how they have been bent. All the onions are bent. I don't know if they will actually recover from this, but they are coming up. Some of them I can see. Look, so this is the onion. It is totally bent. It's totally bent. It's totally bent. So yeah, the fire came from nowhere this side, and it was, you know, because this is October in Zambia, it's very hot. Very hot. And it came during the day, so people failed to stop it because it was too much. Yeah, so yeah, so this is what happens. And yeah, so this whole bed is bent, and also this, there is some also which will got bent here. We can see from this other bed, but it's not too bad. So there, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, so but yeah, so here is the tomatoes I was talking about. You can see we have planted tomatoes in these fields. You can see small plants there, here and there. So they didn't do well. So you can see here there is a tomato, but it's not looking good. This one is looking good. The other one is not. It's gone. You can see there. So just like that. So I need to move these which are looking good that side on the one side, you know, that they can be together. But yeah, we'll see. So these tomatoes, if you want to